You know, I completely forgot that Knights are part of Engine War. I completely forgot that Knights are part of Psychic Awakening. That's ironic. The biggest, most standy-outy models that GW arguably sell outside of Forge World, and I completely forgot about them. I think that just goes to show, really, how much attention I've been paying to Engine War. I think out of all the Psychic Awakening, Engine War has left me the least gripped. I am completely ungrippered by Engine War. I mean, I don't even think the story is, from the little snippets, the little preambles, the little story beats they drop on the community page, not even those have got me a little bit interested in what's going on in the story of Engine War. That's a shame, really, because I'm sure a lot of people have worked hard on it, and, AdMech players, Demon players, Knight players, they get their nice things. It's just a shame, really, that Engine War, War the Spire, and, well, not Pariah, but those particular ones, they come at a time where, let's face it, 9th edition is pulling focus hard. So, it's just, I think right now, people just want, right, let's wrap up Psychic Awakening. Let's not drag this on anymore, we have to. Let's, put a nice little bow on this, get it done, and just move into 9th. It feels that way to me. It just feels like, the end is near and we just all rather get it over with. But, everyone deserves their time in the sun. I mean, I have made my opinion on how exciting I find Space Marines clear. And Knights aren't that much more exciting to me. And, each to his own, I suppose. It's opinion, it's subjective. But, like I said, everyone deserves their time in the sun. And this time, it's Chaos Knights. Now, Chaos Knights are a lot like regular Knights, except, somehow, they've covered themselves in more skulls and spikes. So, that's how you know they're the bad guys. Arguably. I mean, are there good guys in 40k? No. No. But yeah, these guys are definitely bad. Bad, lots of skulls, lots of spikes, evil looking dudes. Evil looking big robots. Yep, there's a picture of them. Yeah, scary face, lots of spikes, demons milling around the place. Iconography, all works. Very evil. Great. And looks like each particular household have got their own stuff going on. By the way, what I'm decided to do going forward is every time I look at a word and I think I've got no chance in hell of pronouncing that even remotely right, I'm going to make a substitution. So House Herpiax. House Herpes. The fallen nobles of House Herpes are indomitable fighters. Well, no. The four nobles of House Herpes are indomitable, refusing to fall even as their knight suits burn around them. Add 2 to the wounds characteristics of a model with this bond, instead of, well, add 1 if that model's a war dog. So, 2 wounds for your big guys, 1 wound for your small guys. So, more wounds. I mean, yay? You want a big toughness 8 model most of the time, so it's just more of you to kill. Great. Solid. Can't see a problem with that. More wounds. If you're going like a pure Chaos Knight army, that can help you out. House Flibberty-Jib. Strike first, strike often. The knightly lords of House Flibberty-Jib vie with each other for the title of being the first to spill blood of the enemy. For the honour of being the first to spill blood of the enemy. Don't know where the hell I got that from. In battle, they strike with lightning speed, unexpected for such large war machines. The warlord always fights first, blah blah blah, yada yada. Everyone's got this. Everyone's got something like this. You fight first, and your opponent's got a similar sort of ability, then you take it in turns, blah blah blah, whose turn it is. I don't need to go through this one, guys. We all know how this works. Moving on. Oh, look. Picture of them there. 3 big spiky boys, 2 small spiky boys. I say this one, I think Chaos Knights look more visually appealing than regular Knights. And I think a lot of it's to do with the legs. Regular Knights look very static. Whereas these Chaos Knights, just because of the way their legs have that sort of double jointness going on, they look a lot more alive. which I suppose is the look you really want to go for a demon-infused hell engine from the deepest, darkest nightmares of space-time. But, you know, subjective, you know, preference and all that. Stratagem. Fury of Sortar's Wake. House Chechemech. Stratagem. The fallen nobles of House Chechemech have adapted their towering steeds to store excess heat in specialized combustion chambers before unleashing it from every vent as a rolling wave of flame, incinerating all who are caught in the blast. Use a stratagem in your shooting phase. Select one House Chechemech model from your army. Roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 3 of that model. On a 4+, the enemy suffers d3 more wounds. 2 command points. Doesn't seem worth 2 command points to me. I mean, completely dependent on if you're being swamped. I mean, if you're going toe-to-toe with some other big bad thing, what, you're going to maybe throw d3 more wounds at it for 2 command points? You're not going to do that. If you're getting swamped by a load of smaller things, then maybe, but 2 command points, it just seems that there'd be better things, and I'm assuming there would be better things. Meh. 3 out of 10, could use more fire, I suppose. Whatever. House Vimto. Hetrix Power Core. Merging demonically fused power cores with forbidden Xenos biophase shards. Completely unnecessary sentence. The Hetrix Power Core pushes the knight's destructive potential to even greater heights. House Vimto. Add 1 to the move characteristic of the model with this relic. In addition, add 1 to damage characteristics of the Reaper Chainsword or Thunderstrike Gauntlet of the model with this relic. When the model with this relic is destroyed, add 1 to any dice rolled to see if the model explodes. So, that seems bad. I don't know, not a knight player, that might be the greatest thing since sliced bread got buttered, but, well, get to move 1 additional inch. You're a Titanic unit, you're going to move fast anyway, and you're going to ignore most things, you just step over it. I mean, one damage characteristic to your gauntlet or your chainsword, maybe? That's nice, but there's got to be better relics. There's got to be. And add 1 to the dice roll when if you explode. Now that is purely, what's the word I'm looking for? Situational? I mean, imagine if you got pelted by like a load of las gun, not las gun, like las cannon fire, and you die within your own rank sort of thing. You know, it doesn't say you could choose not to. You've got to add 1. That could potentially come back to bite you in the ringer. Yeah, this doesn't seem good. Not great, but again, I don't know. Encircling Hounds. House Frosty's stratagem. No, that could do better than House Frosty's. House... I don't know. Whatever this is. Following ancient hunting tradition, the fallen nobles of House Hong Kong send their faster vessels to circle the enemy and drive them onto their master's guns and blades. Use the stratagem during deployment. Select 1 House Hong Kong War Dogs unit from your army. You can set up this unit encircling the foe instead of setting up on the battlefield. If you do, at the end of movement phase, you can set up this unit anywhere on the battlefield that is within 6 of a battlefield edge and more than 9 inches away from any models. The War Dog's vehicle squadron ability only takes effect when this unit is set up on the battlefield, not when it is set up encircling the foe. You can only use this stratagem once per battle, and that's 1 command point, which is essentially giving your smaller robots, like, not quite good deep strike. Something's wrong here. This seems like something that could have a massive factor on the game. You know, suddenly coming on an enemy's flank. If the enemy's not expecting you to do this, it just seems a lot more useful. If there's something that was worth 2 command points, I'd say this is it and not the previous one. Well, there you go. Dread Household Bonds. Slayers of Kings. The knights stand toe-to-toe with the largest foes. The greater the kill, the more satisfying. When resolving an attack made with a melee weapon, excluding Titanic feat, by a model with this bond against a vehicle or a monster, add 1 to the hit roll. That's good. That's always handy to have. You know, your vehicles and your monsters, they're going to be going to tend to be the things that are going to pose the most threat. So being able to go in there and smash them up better is, you know, it's just worthwhile have. Pinpoint Cruelty. The fallen nobles of this dread household are masters of finding the enemy's weak points and cause the most pain. When a model with this bond fires Overwatch or is chosen to shoot or fight with, you can reroll a single dice when determining the damage as a result of those attacks. a single dice. I mean, it's okay. It's about as good. Things like this are only about as good as the dice gods allow them to be. I mean, this is a build your own household thing, so I'm assuming you're going to get 2 of these. It's one of those things that might, you know, you reroll and you get a 6, or you reroll and get a 1. Could come back to bite you in the ass, or it could win you the game. Who knows? It's how much do you trust your own luck at the end of the day. And that's it for this preview. Like I said, I think it's just an indication of how much attention I've been paying to Engine War. Like, I completely forgot these massive units were even part of it. It's one of them. I'm sure, like, Admech players, Knight players, Demon players, Chaos Knight players, I'm sure they're going to be very happy. But, you know, it's there, innit? There you go. Let me know what you think. Are these good? Are these bad? Yeah. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys later. Ta-ta.